I apologize in advance that this video did not come out sooner. I needed to work on things, let's just put it that way. But yes, I love The Amazing Digital Circus. I think it's a really good show. I know in the beginning, when it first came out with the pilot, a lot of people were very mixed. There were people who absolutely loved it, or there was people who just didn't really think it was funny or entertaining. They just considered it brain rot slop, if you will. But I think I can confidently say that nowadays it feels like people are definitely warming up to the show, and it's good to see because I mean I love indie animation, of course, and it does suck that the show's going to be ending soon, but all good things must come to an end, right? And the purpose of me talking about the show isn't because I want to analyze the show in its entirety. I might do that later on once the show is completely done and finished. But I do want to address something. Jax fans, you might want to sit this one out. I am not the biggest Jax fan. I'm not going to lie to you. Am I liking all the fan cams and retweeting all of the thirst edits, whatever? Yes. I'm no better than all the other fans, right? However, I do think it's very apparent how blatantly, I guess, hypocritical, even misogynistic the Amazing Digital Circus fandom is. I know people like to defend Jax, especially given with the newest episode that came out, that it's obvious he has a troubled past and has a fear of opening up to people, fear of intimacy, etc., which is fine and dandy. However, I think people need to realize that, just like in real life, just because you have bad things that happen to you, or that you have a tragic backstory, that doesn't excuse your actions. It's a reason, it gives some context to the way that you behave or whoever behaves, but it should never be a justification for it. And it's just so apparent as well because you have Ragatha, who I am well aware that she is a people pleaser. She tries her hardest to get people to like her to the point where she comes off as fake or, too overbearing, or even in her words, she ends up somehow pushing them away. And I agree that being a people pleaser is not a very good trait. It could even turn toxic to both whoever you're interacting with and yourself. But I'ma just keep it real. We don't see her tormenting and straight up abusing the other characters. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't care how sad of a backstory Jax has. I'm aware that he's an awful person, but he's like entertaining because he's the funny one, But I just cannot stand that guy whatsoever. I know that's 100% a controversial opinion, but I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care. I know that there's hints that either Kaufmo or Ribbit were either okay. There's two theories people got going on mainly, where Kaufmo and Ribbit, once they were near their abstraction, they treated Jack like shit, and that's the reason why he's scared now to befriend anybody, because now it feels like anytime he's close to somebody, they abstract. Or vice versa, there's the theory that he actually ruins them, if you will, like they become awful people because of his actions and his closeness to them. And I personally, I'm not really sure which to believe quite yet. I think the next episode will definitely answer those questions, hopefully, maybe. But again, I think he is a really well-written character. I'm not going to deny that fact, of course, but I just don't think that, again, having a terrible backstory in dealing with abuse, that should never be an excuse for abuse. Especially because, dude, like, we've seen Jax torment and, like, be generally awful to Gangle and everybody else in the circus. And I understand people are like, oh, but, like, Pomni can handle herself, like, she's fine. The thing is, Pomni isn't even, like, a saint either. I mean, her first instinct when something doesn't go her way, I guess, or not necessarily go her way, it's just like once somebody doesn't reciprocate that energy where she was trying to, you know, be like, oh my god, we're friends, we're such good friends, like, what do you mean this didn't mean anything to you? Her first instinct is to get angry and start beating the shit out of Jax. Like, I'm sorry, but that also isn't a good trait. Am I saying Ponmi's a bad character overall? Hell no. I really enjoy her character. I genuinely feel like all the characters are really well written, though obviously I do wish some got the highlight or got the spotlight a little more than others. I'm looking at you, Jax. But anyways, yeah, I just feel like there's such a... I guess really it's just hypocritical. The fandom is really hypocritical when it comes to these characters. And then we got the holy grail of like the Jax Glazers who just act like he can do no wrong. When even Gooseworks herself said that, guys, like, he is an awful person. It's fine to like the character. It's fine to, you know, be like the number one fan or be the simp, whatever the hell. But y'all can't deny that he's not a good person. Like, he just isn't. And that's okay. It's fine to like morally complex characters. There's literally nothing wrong with that. But again, just like in the real life, even though I know this is a cartoon, I don't think that certain actions should be justified or, I guess, be comparable to other characters we might not like or have traits that we might not enjoy seeing. It's just stupid. I'm sorry. Again, I just feel like it's annoying to hear the same things be repeated where, oh my god, but Ragatha's so fake, oh but Gangle's so this, or whoever's so this and that, and I'm just like, dude, you're a Jax Glazer, like, shut the fuck up, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, genuinely though, I don't take this video too seriously. Again, I like Jax in terms of how he's written, but he's just not my favorite character, if you want me to be completely honest, because truth be told, if I were in that circus, I would hate Jax. I'd want this motherfucker dead. Like, I do not fuck with him. I don't care that you had a sad backstory. I don't care that you have trauma. We all have, literally everybody in there has trauma. But you don't see Ragatha beating up people for no reason. I understand that, like, she tries her hardest to get everyone to like her, but again, like, that's not the same as, like, literally choking someone out, shooting them dead first with, like, no... Like, it was just first instinct. Bro gets a gun and just shoots Ragatha. Like, what? Or in me, it's just like, oh, yep, you're gonna partner with me. I'm, like, just gonna, like, drag you along, probably smack you and degrade you. Like, no, I'm sorry. Fuck no. Hate that shit with all my heart. He's just so annoying. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. He's so annoying. But those TikTok edits, though. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Anyways, yeah, let me know, again, if you guys like Jax or not. What's your guys' opinion after the latest episode? What do you think is the real... I guess, what's really going on with his backstory? Was he an abuse victim? Or was it just another instance where he befriended somebody and he quote-unquote corrupted them, as per Ragatha's words? But yeah, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.